The exhibition is semi-autobiographical. It's a snapshot of the last kind of year in my life. The cafe series was just before the first lockdown. So these are some of the sketches from the paintings that are in the exhibition at the moment. I did a residency in St. Patrick's Lodge for 2 months at the start of 2020, and I ended up going over to the cafe in St. Teresa's Church, which is just off Grafton Street, and it's the church. It's the cafe where the people who are attending the church usually go. So I took loads of photos there. There was lots of nice kind of reflections on the table. The room itself is big, sort of almost like an old ballroom. It has a lovely parquet floor, kind of shiny herringbone pattern, which I really liked. And there's a nice kind of sense of contented solitude among most of the people sitting at the tables. There was an interesting cast of characters in the cafe who all seemed to be quite at home there and really valued it, and it was just about to close down. I suppose none of us knew it at the time, so it's a nice little snapshot of a moment in time now. The place where I walk a lot at the moment and have been doing for the past 10 years or so is the stretch of the Grand Canal that's between Harold's Cross Bridge and sort of Dolphin's Bar in Inchicore. And there's just lots of kind of nice weeds and mucky kind of places, and it's like a kind of nice, quiet, peaceful place to walk the dog and now walk the baby along there as well for his naps. But what I notice a lot of the time is that when there's a shift in light or a shift in weather, everything can all of a sudden kind of be seen anew, and sort of awkward parts of the landscape sometimes make themselves known to me, like little plants that are jutting out at sort of angles that are almost funny in their kind of awkwardness, or animals or local kind of vegetation or insects or things like that. So for instance, one day I was walking along and it was kind of an autumn day, and all of a sudden the sun shifted in a certain way that there was just hundreds and hundreds of spider webs all illuminated along the canal, and it was kind of impossible to ignore, so I kind of got in among the weeds along the bank and started photographing them. So it's kind of moments like that where I feel almost like an alien or something that's just landed in this place that's should be really familiar to me but feels completely strange all of a sudden. I'm often led into looking at a scene by a change in light, unusual kind of stark shadows, and in this case the shadows kind of led me to look at these two young girls at the bus stop and think about this fashion trend that's been going on for the past year of these sort of flat above the knee PVC boots. I kind of admired their determination in the freezing cold to kind of keep up with the fashion and go wherever they're going. And I sort of wanted to celebrate them a little bit in this painting. The last painting that I made for this show is the painting of Frank and Kipper in bed, which worked as a nice kind of a resolution for me in that I wasn't sure if motherhood would sort of affect my practice in a negative way, and as well I wasn't sure if Frank and Kipper were going to get on, so it was kind of a nice moment when I got to make that painting and sort of understand that my practice has moved on in a sort of a positive way.